My First Guide to Robots by Catherine Clay. Robots all around. Do you have a difficult or boring task? Send in a robot. For years, people imagined machines that worked like people. Now, hard-working robots are found all around us. Robots in factories carry heavy loads. Some doctors use robots when performing operations. Robots are made to play games against each other. Robot history. Until 1920, no one had ever used the term robot. Then, Karel Čapek wrote about machines that acted like humans. He called them robota, which means worker in the Czech language. Fact. People were thinking about human-like machines long before Čapek wrote about them. Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci was drawing robot knights in the 1400s. In 1774, Pierre-Jacques Droz made a small figure that could write words on paper. Model of Da Vinci's Knight robot. Robots at work. Factories began using robots in the 1960s. Unimate was a big robotic arm. The robot stacked metal plates in a car factory. Today, factory robots can do many more advanced jobs. Some robots use tiny fingers to tighten bolts and fix computer parts. Robots are not limited to factory work. Robots on farms can feed and milk cows. Ag ants are small robots that work in fields. Groups of ag ants swarm together to pull out weeds. Unimate's long arm. Unimate in a factory. Parrot is a robotic harp seal that acts like a real pet. Since 2003, these mechanical animals have appeared in hospitals and nursing homes. Parrot recognizes its own name and sounds like a real baby seal. Some surgeons use robots for difficult operations. More than 1.5 million surgeries have used the Da Vinci surgical system. Its robotic arms make small movements in a patient's body. Fact. A robot named Smart Restaurant chops onions and tomatoes. Then it helps build up to 360 burgers per hour. Parrot. Da Vinci surgical system. Surgeon, a doctor who performs operations. Robot space explorers. Robots in outer space help astronauts to gather information. Canadarm2's long robotic arm moves objects outside of a spacecraft, where astronauts live. Orbiters and rovers study the surface of other planets. Rovers' robot arms scrape rock samples to send back to Earth. Astronaut, a person who is trained to live and work in space. Orbiter, a spacecraft that orbits a planet or other space objects. Rover, a small remote control vehicle used to explore objects in space. Canadarm2 on the International Space Station. Fact. The Cassini orbiter reached Saturn in 2004. That same year, rovers Opportunity and Spirit landed on Mars. Opportunity still studies the planet today. Underwater robot explorers. Robots are also used to explore the deepest parts of the ocean. Experts use cameras to steer remotely operated vehicles, ROVs. ROVs explore sunken ships and fix oil rig machines in deep ocean waters. Autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, control themselves. Some AUVs run on solar power. Scientists use AUVs to study the ocean floor. Fact: the Bluefin 12D AUV runs up to 30 hours before its battery needs to be recharged. Underwater ROV. Autonomous, able to control oneself. Autonomous robots are not operated by remote control. Solar power, energy produced by the sun. Robots to the rescue. Search and rescue robots help after disasters. Irby's strong treads move the robot over rough ground. At 11.5 feet, 3.5 meters, Enryu frees people trapped in rubble. Its strong arms can lift cars out of the way. Packbot robots are small enough to fit inside of a backpack. Soldiers use a type of packbot to check for hidden bombs. Talon robots use cameras to disarm bombs from a distance. Enryu. Treads, the ridges on a tire that help the tire grip the road or ground. Disarm, to make a bomb stop working. Humanoids. Some robots look more like people than machines. These humanoids can walk, talk, sing, and dance. In 2007, Repili Q1 Expo was one of the most lifelike robots in the world. The robot had artificial skin. It blinked and even appeared to breathe. The Honda Company introduced Asimo in 2000. By 2012, Asimo could run and climb stairs. Humanoid, a robot that has a human form. Artificial, not real. Asimo. Fact: the humanoid Saya says more than 700 different phrases. Saya can also look surprised, scared, angry, happy, or sad. Robot competitions. Some builders make robots designed to fight. Robot fighters push each other into sharp floor spikes and spinning saws. The robots fight for a set number of minutes or until a robot can no longer move. Humanoid robots compete in the Robo Cup soccer tournament. They can run and kick like humans. Each year, the Robo Games include more than 50 robot competitions. Robots wrestle, lift weights, and even play the piano. Robot fighters. Humanoids.